All right, well here we are on Preston Beach and we've had to drive all the way from Victoria just to be able to drive on a beach. And what happens? We're driving along and we meet somebody in a 35-year-old Suzuki Sierra. And the owner, of course, is much younger than 35 years, but we're going to compare the two together. This 35-year-old Suzuki Sierra, that makes it a 1984 model compared to the 2019 Suzuki Jimny. So Maggie, how about we get into the new one, the new Suzuki Jimny, and you have a drive and see what you think of it. Give us your impression.
I'd love that.
Okay, let's do it. So away we go. Let her rip, Boris.
Seat forward.
Yep.
I'm only short. A lot more technology than my car.
Just a little bit.
And it's manual, yeah?
Yep, manual, 5-speed.
So do you recommend just staying in second?
Third, fourth, whatever you like.
Whatever I like.
However fast you can go. Just don't go into the surf.
Well, for a start, it's a lot quieter inside than mine is. Mine rattles a lot.
Well,
It's
after
very
34
comfortable.
years, you'd expect it to rattle a bit.
Yeah, it's not as bouncy either.
Now it's coil springs as opposed to the leaf springs on the old one.
It's just like driving on a road.
Yeah, it was the old joke called needing a kidney belt in the early Suzukis.
Oh, God. Well, it drives really smoothly.
You like it?
Yeah, I do. I like it.
Tried it in?
Oh, I don't know. I wouldn't be able to put my dog in here.
Sam wouldn't mind, I'm sure.
Oh, Sam
Let's
wouldn't.
turn some aircon on, eh? Just give it a little bit of aircon.
Oh, that's nice. So that's another thing I don't have in mine.
No.
I have a
nice.
blower,
Yep.
but I don't have any air conditioning.
Yep. There we go. It's better.
Come to the sound, I don't even have a radio or electric windows.
Oh dear.
I know.
But you're
It's
missing
pretty
out on-
basic.
Yeah. This has got all the fruit on it and it's got a lot of safety gear as well. So
Yeah.
really good.
See, mine I've taken out the two back seats and I've put a shelf in so the dog sits on that and I put all the gear in the back. Could you do that on this one, you reckon?
Oh yeah, it wouldn't be a problem. Yep. Seats lay flat and
I probably wouldn't need to then, huh?
no, Sam can just jump in the back.
The shape is very similar to mine. The box shapes of the high
High
roof.
Plenty of room, plenty of headroom.
Yeah,
Yep.
just it's got so much more on it. Yeah. Unusual having the window controls in the middle of the car rather
Yes.
than the door.
Yes.
You should automatically go for the door, don't you?
Yep. You get used to it pretty quick, I think.
Oh,
But yeah,
yeah.
you're right.
It's like
Yep.
anything.
Yep. And it is basic. I mean, there's only two little drink holders down the back here in this console, and then there's not a lot of storage in the doors. But I suppose
Well,
it's not a big vehicle, is it?
when you're driving in the city, that wouldn't be an issue, and you shouldn't really be drinking on while you're doing full
Yeah.
driving. You should have two hands on the wheel. But it drives really well. It's a lot more comfortable than mine, but there is a lot of age between them.
That's right.
I don't normally go above second in mine, but I'm on third in this,
Yep.
and it's still high revs. Yeah, it's a bit luxurious, you know.
Luxury.
For what I'm used to, I mean, it's come a long way from what I've got, but it's still held to the traditional Suzuki.
Yeah,
Little-
you've hit the nail on the head there. I mean, side by side, there's obvious differences, but really, they're still the same. There's still live axle front and rear, and this is coil spring and that's leaf spring, but basically the same setup, 34 years later.
It's very nice to drive. Very nice.
You right, Sam? Hang on. Ooh, dynamite clutch. See ya! Oh, wonderful.
A bit different, huh?
Oh, fantastic.
But you really feel that you're in the Formula 1 or
Oh,
something
that's
like
great.
this, don't you?
Yeah, it is really good. Even the smell. You can smell the oil off the engine.
Oh, and it gets hot underneath your feet
I'll
too,
bet it does.
because there's no firewall.
Yeah. Oh, fantastic. It's pretty smooth.
It's not bad, is
It's
it?
not bad at all.
For an old girl.
For an old girl indeed.
Wind that down a little bit, see?
Yeah.
But the car still drives really well for an old girl.
It really does. It really does. Gearbox is fine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
high revving,
Yeah.
it's noisy, and it is bouncy. But the seats have still got a bit of spring in them.
Yeah. Oh, you don't need a kidney belt.
No, no. Oh,
Look
yeah,
out,
well,
nothing
you know.
coming. Oh, hang on. Oh, sorry, Sam. Sorry, Sam.
It's alright.
It's okay, bud.
Good boy. He's used to it.
I think once you've been driving it for a while, and you've been obviously driving it for years, you just know what it's going to do in like that.
Yes.
Whereas I'm used to coil springs and that, and I think, oh, it'll be fine if I just go across that. How many miles it done? 128,000. It's probably done 127 of those on this beach.
I think it's probably close.
Hey,
Oh, dear.
how good was that? That's fantastic. Absolutely fantastic.
Good boy.
How was that, Sam? We only hit the roof once, I think.
Go on, Pop.